nasal septum, right left maxillary sinus, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. All praise be to Allah. This is nasal septum. This is nasal cavity. Right, left inferior nasal concha. Right, left maxillary sinus. Nasopharynx. Right, left masseter muscle. Spinal cord. Nasal septum, right left maxillary sinus, nasopharynx, medial pterygoid plate, lateral pterygoid plate, medial pterygoid muscle, lateral pterygoid muscle, temporalis muscle, mandible, masseter muscles, odontoid process situ, spinal cord. This is mastoid process. Nasal septum, right left maxillary sinus, nasopharynx, medial and lateral pterygoid plate, medial pterygoid muscle, lateral pterygoid muscle, temporalis muscle, masseter muscle. This is mandible. Mastoid process, right, left. This is a spinal cord. Nasal bone, nasal septum, right left maxillary sinus, nasopharynx, pterygoid bone, right left, temporalis muscle, lateral pterygoid muscle, mandibular condyle, medulla oblongata, mastoid ear cell. Nasal bone, right left ethmoid ear cell, lens, right left, vitreous humerus, right left, medulla oblongata, cerebellar tonsil, right left, external auditory canal, right left, mastoid ear cell, right left. Nasal bone, globe, right left, ethmoid ear cell, right left, medial rectus muscle, right left, medulla oblongata, right cerebral hemisphere, left cerebral hemisphere, cisterna magna, external auditory canal, right left, right and left cerebral hemisphere, cisterna magna, right left mastoid ear cell, pinna, left right, frontal sinus, ethmoid ear cell, right left, sphenoid sinus, optic nerve, medial rectus muscle, lateral rectus muscle, right left temporal lobe, right left cerebral hemisphere, cisterna magna, right left mastoid ear cell. This is fons, frontal sinus, Kistagilli, olfactory bulb, superior rectus muscle, right, left, sphenoid sinus, right, left temporal lobe, fons, prepontine angle, right, left cerebral hemisphere, fourth ventricle, right, left mastoid tear cell. This is cisterna magna. Frontal sinus, frontal lobe, right, left temporal lobe, pituitary gland. This is fons, left fons infarct, fourth ventricle, right, left cerebral hemisphere, right, left mastoid ear cell. Frontal lobe, anterior communicating artery, right medial cerebral artery, left medial cerebral artery, suprasellar cistern, ambient cistern, quadgeminal cistern, interpeduncular cistern, basilar artery, right left temporal lobe, fons, right left cerebral hemisphere. This is transverse sinus, right left. Frontal lobe, Salvian fissure, right left. Temporal lobe, right left. Cerebellar vermis, midbrain. This is occipital lobe. Frontal lobe, right left. Anterior horn of lateral ventricle, Salvian fissure, right left. Third ventricle, cerebellar vermis, occipital lobe. This is temporal lobe, right left. Flux cerebri, cingulate sulcus, frontal lobe, zeno of the corpus callosum, anterior horn of lateral ventricle, right left. Caudate nucleus, right left. Right internal capsule, left internal capsule, right external capsule, left internal capsule, insula, right left. Thalamus, right left. This is third ventricle, calcified pineal gland, temporal lobe, right left. This is occipital lobe. Anterior limb of internal capsule, genu of internal capsule, posterior limb of internal capsule. This is foramen and this is globus pallidus. Flux cerebri, frontal lobe, genu of corpus callosum, anterior horn of lateral ventricle, right left. Right left thalamus, right internal capsule, left internal capsule, posterior horn of lateral ventricle, parietal lobe, right left. Occipital lobe, insula, right left. Flux cerebri, frontal lobe, right left anterior horn of lateral ventricle, right left thalamus, splenium of corpus callosum, parietal lobe, right left. This is occipital lobe, superior sagittal sinus. Frontal lobe, flux cerebri, parietal lobe, right, left. Body of lateral ventricle, right, left. This is choroid plexus, right, left. This is occipital lobe, superior sagittal sinus. This is corner radiator, right, left. Frontal lobe, body of corpus callosum, body of the lateral ventricle, right, left. This is parietal lobe and this is occipital lobe and corner radiator, right, left. Flex cerebri, superior sagittal sinus. This is corner radiator, right, left. Flex cerebri, frontal lobe, parietal lobe and occipital lobe, superior sagittal sinus. Centrum semioval, right, left. Flex cerebri. This is frontal lobe and this is parietal lobe. This is superior sagittal sinus. Frontal lobe, parietal lobe, flex cerebri, superior sagittal sinus, central sulcus, frontal lobe, parietal lobe, flex cerebri, superior sagittal sinus. This is frontal lobe and parietal lobe, flex cerebri, superior sagittal sinus. Frontal lobe, parietal lobe, flex cerebri, superior sagittal sinus. Allah Hafiz, goodbye. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is frontal bone, frontal sinus, optic canal, right, left. Anterior clinoid process, right, left. Frontal bone, frontal sinus, cristagilli, superior rectus muscle, superior orbital fissure, greater wings of sphenoid bone, right, left. Medial cranial fossa, right, left. Frontal bone, frontal sinus, globe, zygomatic bone, lamina papyracea, medial rectus muscle, optic nerve, lateral rectus muscle, greater wings of sphenoid bone, superior orbital fissure, medial cranial fossa, right, left. Nasal bone, ethmoid ear cell, right, left. Lamina papyracea, medial rectus muscle, lateral rectus muscle, optic nerve, inferior rectus muscle, zygomatic bone, greater wings of sphenoid bone, nasal bone, ethmoid ear cell, right, left. Lamina papyracea, right, left. Medial rectus muscle, optic nerve, lateral rectus muscle, lens, globe, pterygoplatean fossa, right, left. Foramen rutendum, right, left. Nasal bone, medial rectus muscle, right, left, lateral rectus muscle, inferior rectus muscle, lens, globe, inferior orbital fissure, right, left, pterygoplatean fossa, right, left, nasal bone, medial rectus muscle, inferior rectus muscle, lateral rectus muscle, globe, lens, globe, inferior rectus muscle, lacrimal gland, globe, inferior rectus muscle, lacrimal gland, zygomatic bone, right, left, globe, inferior rectus muscle, zygomatic bone, right, left, maxillary sinus, globe, inferior rectus muscle, zygomatic bone, right, left, maxillary sinus, right, left. Thank you. Allah Hafiz. Frontal sinus, nasal septum, frontal sinus, frontal bone, nasal bone, nasal septum, nasal cavity, globe, right, left, anterior ethmoid cell, maxillary sinus, anterior nasal spine, anterior ethmoid cell, right, left, inferior turbinate, alveolar process of maxilla, cristagalli, cribriform plate, lamina papyracea, nasolacrimal duct, infraorbital foramen, ethmoid bulla, heart plate, medial turbinate, right, left, inferior turbinate, right, left, orbital roof, orbital floor, infraorbital foramen, medial turbinate, medial matters, inferior turbinate, inferior matters, heart plate, infundibulum, uncinate process, ethmoid cell, right, left, superior oblique muscle, medial rectus, lateral rectus, optic nerve, zygomatic bone, right, left, posterior ethmoid cell, right, left, superior turbinate, medial turbinate, inferior turbinate, heart plate, posterior ethmoid cell, right, left, greater wings of sphenoid bone, pterygomaxillary fissure, medial turbinate, inferior turbinate, zygomatic arch, left, right, greater platean foramen, zygomatic arch, right, left, mandible, bromare bone, medial cranial fossa, right, left, sphenoid sinus, intersinus septum, superior orbital fissure, laser wings of sphenoid bone, foramen rutendum, anterior clinoid process, optic canal, right, left, foramen rutendum, Median canal, sphenoid sinus, pterygoid plate, inferior turbinate, right, left, sphenoid sinus, nasopharynx, posterior clinoid process, sphenoid sinus, nasopharynx, carotid canal, mandibular condyle, clavus, petrooccipital fissure, external auditory canal, mastoid tear cell, petrous apex, carotid canal, mandibular condyle, external auditory canal, internal auditory canal, jugular tubercle, hypoglossal canal, occipital condyle, right, left, atlanto-occipital fissure, right, left, lateral mass of C1.